listing off a bunch of Tom Cruise movies. The most recent one I watched, I guess, was Collateral, which I did enjoy. Okay. Last time you guys, I mean, you're still at the Forge, more investigating. One of you got shocked pretty spicily from something in one of the hallways. That seems to be the main thing of note. You came across some prisoners of the Durgar. You took one of them with you, a Goliath, and the other individual, he kind of is hanging back. And we started this new combat with Musgart and her crew. And I think the last main thing was that Orla went down. She took quite a big hit. And now we're kind of at the top of the round here. Do you guys have anything you guys want to add to that? Not really too much in terms of progression wise.
Asilo and Bofades, you remember what you're concentrating on? I just see that you guys have the little symbols for it.
Oh, I did slow?
I believe that's correct.
All, if anything, is still slowed.
The two things that were slowed are dead now, so I think you could probably get rid of that, actually.
Excellent.
Right, you can't like transfer that to someone else, or it was a
No.
region.
No, it's just a one-time thing, and I just have to concentrate on anyone who's got it. So.
It's a nice
No.
little reminder.
My concentrate was on Thunderous Smite, which knocked the guy back, so that is
Right,
spent.
yeah, he's prone. Good. Wow, who would have thought these little status effects actually are useful? Okay.
No one would have thought that.
Oh. All right. Never mind. Top of the round here. It's actually gonna be this guy's turn over here. What is he gonna do? I think he's just going to come around here and take 2 attacks against Kapanook here. Oh, I don't have advantage because I rolled a natural 1 on that. Hopefully it's not another natural 1. It is not. Okay, good. Oof. Not great and really good damage. Goodness. So Kapanook takes that amount of damage. It's gonna swing at him again. Looks like he's holding this kind of like dagger. For those of you that go there, takes another swing. And hits for a decent amount of damage, and actually that might be enough to bring Kapanook down. It is. So not only do you have one individual down, Kapanook is unconscious and dying. So that's not good. And it's actually his turn, so I will roll a death save for him. That's really unfortunate.
Is the game paused for everyone else or just me?
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Oh, okay. No, you're all good.
Thank you very much. And he succeeds, so got 1 towards the save. I'll let you guys know that just so it's a little metagamey, but it's fine. And then we'll go up next to Bofades. So Bofades, what do you got for us?
Okay. So it's my understanding that someone just went down, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And Orla's been dying.
She has not rolled a save yet, but yeah, she is down.
Okay. So
We've only had 1 round of combat.
I'm gonna come in here and shut the door.
That's cool.
No. I'm
It's
gonna
good
come,
strategy. Leave 3 of your
Uh,
buddies outside.
I'm gonna come here and I will. I will come in here and cast
Got this.
Cure Wounds on Orla.
Okay.
Because she has been down, so I will cast that for 23.
Wow, very nice.
And then I will.
She's undead now.
I instantly strike her.
Silas gonna flip out.
And then I will provide some bardic inspiration for a silo. And I will step back. Yeah. I think that was action, bonus action there, and we're good. Yeah.
Okay. Up next. This guy is dead. Moving along. It's actually Orla's turn. So Orla will. Her weapon spec. She's going to stand up. Tap her movement speed there. Okay, and then she is going to. Does she have anything to heal herself? Yes. I don't know. Did you guys give her anything? I don't think she has anything. Okay.
If she brought it
Uh,
herself, then she
what?
has it. But no, we didn't give her anything.
That sounds about right. Okay. So she will run up to this guy, feeling bold, and take 2 swings on him. And miss, unfortunately. So she'll swing again.
No.
And what's his next one? And hit on the next one. So this guy will take a certain amount of damage. Perfect. Okay. Oh, actually, this guy is prone. So I guess she would have advantage. So that first one might actually hit. Nope, still miss. Okay.
And the second one might have crit.
No, it would have missed if on the second one. So never mind. Okay, it is now Jimothy's turn. It's not a great round for Orla, but she's still up, so that's good.
Okay, I'll move where I can see stuff. So now that I can see people in the room, remind me, this is an ally, right? This is that one.
Yeah, that
Goliath?
one Goliath dude. Yeah, he's an ally.
Okay.
He's unconscious right now, but if you'd like to finish it off.
Yeah, the one that's up by Orla is prone.
Correct.
Okay, well, I don't want to shoot at that one. So then I'll attack this one.
Okay,
The one that's not prone.
sounds good.
Does a 18 hit?
An 18 does indeed hit.
Okay. So it's next to an ally, so I guess I will do a sneak attack. You said it's almost dead?
No, he's actually very much alive.
Oh, okay, great. 26 psychic damage with sneak attack.
And good hit.
Yeah, 4 5s and a 2.
Wow, okay. Alright.
So if it's still alive, I'll use my bonus action to attack again.
He is indeed still alive. He's a little bit sturdier than the other guys.
Ooh, that's a 14 to hit.
A 14 is actually just enough to hit.
Oh, funny. Okay. Then, I cannot pick up a d4. For 6 psychic damage.
Okay. Still up, but not looking too great.
That's gonna be it. I'll move in, I guess. I'll move, so that's 5, 10. $15, $20, $25. Yeah, I'll stay there. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so, all right. Okay, so it is going to be Musgart's turn. What does she want to do? Things are not looking great. She's actually going to from the distance here. Okay, so Orla is going to have to roll a con save here. How does she do? And fail.
Oh no.
And she is going to go unconscious again as that
That bitch.
she extends something from her hand. It seems like a puff of this toxic poisonous gas comes from her palm. It just kind of envelops Orla as she goes down. Actually, no, hang on, let me see. Oh no, she's still up. She's still up. It's not enough to actually bring her down. I stand corrected.
23 points coming in clutch.
Yeah. Sorry,
Does the spell have an AoE and impact the thing that Orla's next to?
that's what I'm trying to think here. No, because it's just a save, unfortunately. Okay. So. Okay. All right. It is now one of the other Deragar's turn. Is it the one that's prone? It is the one that's prone. So he's gonna use half his movement speed to stand up, and then he's gonna take a swing with his dagger at Orla, which may not be good for her, and miss actually, and then he's gonna take another swing and hit this time, and oof. Sorry, Orla. Now she goes down. She is struck again and goes unconscious. Not a good round for Orla, unfortunately. But she's taking the hits from some of the baddies. So that's that guy's turn. It is now Asilo's turn.
Okay, I will step up here. I will reach down and give Orla 10 points from Lay on Hands.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so we'll take said 10 points.
Bonus action. Shield of Faith on Orla, so her AC increases by 2.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that is my turn.
What a hero stepping in there to save Orla. All right. It is now Oz's turn. Also, I had you guys in this order a bit. I didn't realize you guys all rolled 10s. The order actually might switch between most of you. But we can keep it as is if you guys are okay with that.
That's fine. That's how we ran combat last week, so.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. But yeah, please remind me if you're like, hey, yo.
Okay, so let's see. Oz is gonna step up next to Zoran. He thinks this one's looking a little rough. Is that true?
Sorry, give me 1 second here.
The one Jimothy was shooting at.
Yes.
Okay.
Did
I'm going to cast just a level 1 magic missile at that one.
Oh.
Gonna be a fierce 9 points of force damage. I bet this thing just explodes.
He takes it. Still alive, unfortunately.
Next time, sir.
Sorry, he was looking rough, but not that rough. Like he's more looking hurt, not rough.
Well, I will bonus action not do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, I'll step back to here.
All right. It is now Zoran's turn.
I will move here and shoot that guy. This one. Oh no. Does he rely on dark vision to see me?
He does. How unfortunate.
I was destined to have a 12.
Yes. Good. Unfortunately, not enough to break his AC there.
Yeah, I'll shoot him again.
Fire away. Oof.
Let's see. Okay, so a 22.
22. And you're hitting this one.
Yes, this one. And then let me see if I can savage attack that 3 maybe. No, it's the same.
Okay.
So, 8.
Still kicking, unfortunately.
Cool. I feel like maybe I should step in.
There's a lot of bodies there.
Maybe here.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. I can't give a potion to anyone. That'll be an action. So that's all I can do.
All right. It is going to be this big old guy's turn. He's actually going to step up to you there. Bring down. He's going to come hitting with you with a hammer here. And miss, I presume, with a 10 against your AC.
A 10 does miss. I'm too tiny for him.
But he will swing again. With a 22 against your AC. I presume that
Oh
hits.
no. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you will take 15 points of sorry, what's the damage here? Bludgeoning damage. It's a freaking hammer. What am I thinking? and that'll be his turn.
Oakley doke.
And you can tell also this that he's relatively unscathed. So top of the round, it's this guy's turn here. He's gonna, Buddy's right there, so he can't really flank a Silo, but he's gonna try to hit him with dagger. And roll this. I don't know if there's enough actually to hit your AC anymore. 22 against your AC, Asylum?
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, yes. Let's go. I'm always scared. I was like, okay. He rolled rocks on the damage here. I wonder if it's right. D4.
I'd like to just point out that rocks don't have numbers on them, so this is good for you, Asilo.
Okay, you will take 16 points of damage. Not all of that is, so you'll take 1 point of piercing damage and then 15 points of psychic damage. It's weird, like dagger. Check. Okay, saved. And then he will roll to attack you again, and I'm assuming this one misses with a 10 against your AC.
Yep, that one will miss. Yeah, so I'm still concentrating on Shield of Faith for Orla.
Perfect. Okay. That guy's turn. It's Kapanuke's turn. He's gonna roll another death save here. And succeed as well again. So he's got 2 successes, no failures. So he might be all right. Let's turn it over to Bophides.
All right.
Can you be the hero we need you to be, Bophides?
Oh, probably not. All right, so we're gonna
That's not the
step in.
spirit.
We're gonna step in, and I just want to make sure I get the lay of the land here because I really couldn't see everything going on. So Orla is down.
No, she's prone, but she's awake. She's got HP thanks to lay on hands from Asylum.
Perfect. Is anyone else down?
Kapanuke's
Our
down.
ally here.
But you know that he's got 2 successes. If you want to focus,
Okay.
well, if you want to get him up now, that's your call.
And then
You could always roll a natural 1 and like instantly die.
favorite thing to
Possible.
do.
Well, I guess I could just count for.
And then there's this person here, this big
Full
dude,
health.
yeah, big ugly
health.
here with full health. Okay.
He's looking bloody, this guy here. Or looking rough, I don't know.
Okay.
We've shot him, so.
I mean, he kind of looks rough by default.
Yeah.
He's not
It's
a
all a
good
matter of
looking guy. He's
perspective.
very much not handsome.
Yeah.
By traditional humanoid standards.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So the big guy kind of right in front of me here, I guess I'm gonna step up here and
What do you got?
I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse.
What? Wisdom saving throw. Well, you know that's not their jam.
Yeah. And does he
He rolls a 13, which I believe is a failure.
That is a failure. So
you're
I
checking-
will let's see. The target suffers from one of the following effects of your choice.
That's kind of cool. So if you deal damage to the target, so
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the target must wait, okay, so it's one of those 4.
that's good. The third one I think is pretty good. Not to help you
Yeah.
out. He's got
Yeah,
he's got low wisdom.
that's the one I was looking at. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. There.
Okay, so at the start of each turn, he'll have to roll a wisdom saving throw against this DC or be forced to take the dodge action. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Prevent him from swinging at Zorn potentially.
So
That's the hope.
also makes him harder to hit, though.
That's your problem.
We can always deal with that later, Asylum.
I am trying to help out defensive.
Well, it
Well,
might help in
the-
terms of like you guys cleaning up the other guys.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like it. You're also changing it up from Eldritch Blasts, which is good.
Yeah, trying to see what else we got in the old bag of tricks.
I like it. I like it.
Thought about just coming in here and throwing out color spray and see what happened.
That's also fun.
Blinded by the light. But that is well, I suppose yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
That'll be the turn.
Orla's turn. She will stand up. She'll come around, flank with a silo on this guy here. And then you have a face. Damn, roasted. And then she's gonna take a swing here with advantage. She's definitely gonna need that advantage. And hits the guy. And then she'll swing again. This could use a real crit here. Oh man, real close. Rolled a natural 19 on that. Oh man, the second roll was a natural 18, but not a crit, unfortunately. And does more damage to the guy, and he's not looking great. And that is her turn. Up next, it is Jimothy's turn.
Okay, I guess I will move here. I'll stand on the dead body of this thing.
That's fine, yeah.
So I'm flanking with a silo on that guy.
Yep.
And I will use my psychic blade as a melee weapon.
Interesting.
Oh, nat 20. Hee.
Let's
I
go.
don't have John Cena. Does that look rough?
Yeah, he's not looking great, so
Damn it. Alright. Well, I feel like I'm still gonna sneak attack just so I can have 10d6.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It's satisfying.
Alright.
Any extra damage will just ricochet off to the nearest enemy.
That's how that
I
works.
wish mechanically that's how it worked.
40 psychic damage.
Okay, describe your kill for sure.
I want its head to explode.
He's like,
Too much head trauma.
you guys saw like what's it called, the
Give me
hateful
an
eight.
Advil.
The Tarantino went just red everywhere, and this guy is he's dead. Actually, I don't know if his blood's red. He's got a little red on him. So yeah. Well,
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to attack her. I guess.
okay.
25 to hit. Lord.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit.
For 8 psychic with a 4. Nice.
Okay, she takes that.
And that's gonna be it. Yes.
Okay. It is actually
Cool.
going to be her turn. What's her? Okay. And she is actually going to try to start running away here. She's like, no, and opens the door and keeps on running. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's gonna be her turn. It's gonna be this guy's turn here. The one that's between Orla and the silo. He's gonna take a swing at a silo first and miss with a 10. Actually frustrating. He's gonna swing. He's gonna risk a turnaround and swing at Orla. So feel free to take your attack there. And hit against Orla.
Okie dokie.
And unfortunately, that's enough to bring Orla down again. She's just going down, but you get a free swing there.
Dirty 20, but I have advantage. Doesn't do anything. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That is not. Darn it.
That's fine. Okay.
I don't
So
remember what the original roll was, but I mean, it did 11 damage, but I'm not sure how much of that was the extra from.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you? I mean, were you planning on savage attacking that? I don't know.
Well, I was trying to see how much damage I did to do a savage attacker.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you just expend that anyway, so you can. It looks like it would probably be in your best interest.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
11 bludgeoning. So, yeah.
All right. We'll take
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, he's looking rough there. I mean, conveniently enough, it is your turn.
And just to ask, with Orla, she had like the extra 2 from the whatever Silo had.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for reminding me. She
I
rolled
don't know
high
if that
enough,
makes a difference.
higher than
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
But yeah, no, thank you for clarifying that. Yeah.
And did Muscart actually make it through the door, or is she still standing next to the door?
Say again? No, she. No, she would have made it. Oh. Yeah, about 5-ish feet into the room.
Okay, I think my friends will have this well in hand, I hope. I figure out which square I'm going to. That one. Okay. If I find my spell book. Bonus action, Misty Step. To here. 5,
Alright.
10, 15. into this room with Muscart. I'm hoping in range to smack her
Indeed.
very, very hard. So first attack, 26 to hit, and I will keep that 14 bludgeoning.
Okay. All that goes through. Still up.
Second attack. And I will use my Bardic Inspiration to try and maybe hit her.
Okay.
D8, so that's a 15 to hit.
Good thing you rolled it. That's a hit.
And that will be another 12 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, she's looking rough, but she is up. And then I think I don't know what she was concentrating on, but that is gone.
I think it was fairy fire.
Ah. Yes. Yeah.
Something about a glow.
Okay. So she breaks the concentration. Okay. All right. Well done there, Silo. It is now Oz's turn.
Gosh. I mean, Oz would have seen her run down in a way. Would have seen a Silo chase after with the Misty Step. Yeah. Oz will also kind of do a Misty Step. Let's see. And got some more movement, so he'll move here just because I don't think that. Oh, these are like double doors. Is that what's going on in this room down here?
Yeah, but they're open, yeah.
Okay.
You kind of like push past them.
Well, my bonus action to spell, so I will try and hit her with a firebolt. 25 to hit for 9 points of fire damage.
She had 8 hit points left. So I invite you to describe your kill. And you actually hear her as she's like running. She's like, my love, they're coming, please protect me. And then, Silo comes up and is like, wham. And then, yeah, Oz, you get the kill there.
She should have chosen the winning team, us.
So.
You never should have gone against us, as just fiery pieces of paper will just swirl around her and just kind of engulfed in an inferno of paper, causing a whole bunch of paper cuts that get cauterized.
Ah, wow, that's a way to die. Okay.
And well, that's movement, bonus action, and action.
Okay. Up next it is Zoran. Zoran, it is your turn.
And I don't know how this guy is still up, so I'm gonna aim for this guy since I know our Lady Orla is down. So I'm gonna aim at this one. Pew! And it relies on dark vision to see me? I don't know.
Sorry, which one?
I guess the one near Orla.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
they all do.
Okay, a 25.
25 hits.
Let me hit again. Thank goodness. For 25, but let me savage attack that second. So 12.
Okay, that is enough to describe your kill.
Just an arrow to his face. Okay, probably to his brain.
He's got like one bad eye, and you shoot him in the other good eye, and he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Goes through. His, and he grasps at it, and then like as he's like trying to tear it out, and he tears it out, and he like bleeds out.
And that's all I can do unless I move, but I'll stay here.
That's fine. Okay. It is the Durgar in front of you. There's one remaining guy. He needs to roll a wisdom saving throw. Correct?
Both 80s, that's a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, from your curse, so I will roll that. He rolled a natural 20, of course.
No. Wanker.
I mean, it just means he gets to attack. That's it.
So he gets the opportunity to just swing at Zoran, so he's going to come down with the hammer. Oh my god, and crit again.
No!
So...
I leave the room for 5 seconds and everything goes to shit.
Hey, Silo, I was shaking my head the whole time going, no, don't leave us.
Not the greatest damage, but Zoran, you will take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you're smacked in the head with a hammer. Wow. And then he will swing again, hopefully not critting here. 15 against your AC there, Zoran.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oof, not great.
I ain't heard,
oh, man.
I ain't heard no bell.
You're like, ah.
I can do this all day.
It is
Maybe another round.
It is Kapanuk's turn. He has one more save to make. And he's up. Wow. And he does so with a 17 there. So he is unconscious, but he's no longer dying.
Fantastic.
And let me roll how many hours will it take for him to recover here and stabilize. 3 hours, unfortunately.
We're just gonna smack him awake after this combat, I think. Yeah.
But it is
water.
burn. So you do hear thing right next to you struck Zoran twice. I'm surprised he didn't go after you, considering you cast this curse on him, but he was focused. But you do hear the wails from Musgart as she was trying to cry out for who you presume to be Zardarok. So what would you do? What will you do, rather? Ladies?
Oh. This is,
Oliver, whichever you prefer.
Stop looking at Tom Cruise movies, man.
I'm gonna come back here and let's see. Well, I'm a little stuck because I'm kind of out of everything.
I mean, he's a bard. He's going through the monster manual. Smash or pass.
Well, I was trying to see what I could do because I am pretty out. Yeah, I will. Let's give some bardic inspiration to Zoran, since I have no healing to give. And that will be my turn.
All right. It is going to be Orla's turn. She is down again, so roll a death save for her.
This is where the natural one is going to come in.
Fails with the 2, not a natural 1. Not great. We will move on to Jimothy. Can you save us, Jimothy?
I'll move down. Well, I guess it's the same box actually. And I'll attack this big armor-wearing dwarf thing between me and Zoran. A natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
And his name is John Cena. Bum, bum, bum.
Is this guy look rough?
He has not been hit, so it's probably you're gonna get some mileage out of that crit.
Okay. Uh, 37 psychic.
Okay. All of that seems to go through. He's hurt. He's still up.
I will bonus action. I guess she's my second attack.
All right.
25
25 does indeed hit.
for 8 psychic damage.
Still kicking.
Good
But-
lord. Well,
You did good.
I'll yell at him a bit to get his attention from Zoran, maybe. That'll be it.
All right.
Ankle biter speech.
Asilo, you're up. You take out Musgarch. Do you rejoin your friends? What are you doing?
I will step back through the door. No. Okay, make sure I'm within range, because I want to keep an eye on Muscart in case she's faking it, because I don't trust her. And I will chuck a javelin for 24 to hit.
24 to hit. Okay, that.
11 damage, piercing.
Yep. And okay, so he takes it. Still up, still kicking.
Just trying to make sure my extra attack covers ranged attacks. Extra attack. Yes. Doesn't say melee, so I will hurl my last javelin at the big guy.
All right, make it count.
For 13, so probably misses.
Fortunately, yeah, the armor is just thick enough where it just kind of not enough oomph on it. It just kind of bounces off. It does clang against his armor, but yeah, not enough to do damage.
Well, darn. I'll bonus action cheer on my friends to finish him off. And that's my turn.
Okay. Up next, it is Oz. Oz, it is your turn.
Yeah, Oz will, firebolt the big guy. Woo! Yeah, 18 to hit.
18 does indeed hit, actually.
That's gonna be 7 points of paper cut flame damage.
Oh my goodness, he's like got a sliver of health.
You know what? Let's just re-roll this damage to see if we can do better.
Is that possible? do you have anything cool like that?
No, I don't.
Lame.
But he pictures it in his head.
I guess I'm going to kind of run back. Don't see anything else in this room, but I'll be back here. And I don't think I have any bonus action that I can really do. Well, I mean, I could Misty Step if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want to Misty Step, though. Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay. It is Zoran's turn. Zoran, what do you got?
I gotta use my short sword since I'm in melee. So, short sword. Pew! And it's at advantage since Timothy's over there.
Nice.
So, 19 to hit.
19 does indeed hit.
Double 13.
I guess a 4.
Like I said, a sliver of health, and that is enough to bring him down.
Perfect.
Boom.
Roasted.
And he is donezo.
Neat. And then I guess I would move here just to get closer to what's his
Kapanuk.
face? Kapanuk, yes. But I will wait until we're like out of the turn or something in case I need a healing.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. That's the round, and you guys wait a moment, and you guys are officially out of combat. 'Cause you killed everything in this room.
And that's what you do for locking the door.
If no one is going up to Orla, then Oz will, and he's never used this potion before, but he'll expend a regular healing potion to ensure that Orla doesn't die.
Yeah.
She did seem kind of on a mission to die.
And I'll give you let you roll the healing there. It also says 8 damage.
Let's see. We'll just do 2d4 and add 2 to it. So that's 9?
Okay. So she's like, as air fills her lungs, and she kind of like quickly rises. She is no longer unconscious. And she looks up at you, Oz, and she's just like, "Oh, thank you for saving me."
If you puke it back up quickly, we might be able to reuse it.
Sticks her finger in her mouth, and she's like, "To no avail." And then Zorn, you're doing some cure wounds on Kapanuk, it looks like.
Yes.
For 13, okay. And then he comes up. I'll give you that extra 1 because you were gonna get it anyway. 'Cause it's fun.
Did we take a short breather?
I will drag what's left of Lady Muskrat into the pile of the rest of them.
Okay.
And close the door behind me.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, both ladies is wondering the same thing there. Oz. Rest would do him.
Can we shut this door too?
And lock it just like they did?
I don't know. Can we check for some keys and stuff on these bodies?
Yes, I would like to search bodies.
Okay, give me an investigation roll, please.
A 12 for me.
I don't find shit.
Yeah, it's kind of similar story with the other guys. You don't find anything amongst them, but on her, she's actually. What does she have?
Oh, I guess maybe I can use Bofadi's his bardic inspiration before it runs out. What is that? A D8?
Yep.
Bofadi's?
Yep.
All right, so mine's a 19. If that helps anything at all.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, I mean you kind of search through her body and you actually do find some money on her, funny enough. So you find 10 platinum pieces. So pretty good all on her. 22 gold pieces, and that's about it. She was just carrying in big money.
This person who goes to the store to buy a candy bar with a $100 bill.
Yeah, essentially that kind of person.
I can split that among the group if they want that now. So you guys can each have 2 platinum and I guess we could do what, 20 divided by 5 of us, so 4 gold. I'll take the extra 2. Oh, and I'm not sharing with our compatriots, our other 2.
You're not,
No.
but you promised them.
Did we?
We'll sort that out at the end of the run.
Yeah. Sort it out at the end.
I'd like to believe that a health potion for Orla, keeping her alive would be pretty good payment.
Yeah. And then the rest of you who didn't do investigation, why don't you give me a perception check, please?
What if we held off on the perception check to delay any potential
Percepting.
percepting?
26 perception, 23 perception, 19 perception. Dang, good perception, y'all. Oops, that's not what I want to do.
I don't know how I feel about that follow-up statement. Oh, good
Okay,
job.
so Jimothy, actually all 3 of you, those of you that aren't really investigating the bodies here, you hear some like steps coming from that hallway you just closed the door on. I don't know who closed it. Was it a Silo or Oz?
Mhm.
But yeah, so you guys got it seems like something's coming back out. So what would you guys like to do? You guys can, I would say you guys have a round equivalent. Do you guys want to stick around here? Do you want to leave?
Run away.
Yeah, we might as well just leave.
Okay, where are you going?
Unless we want a silo to hold the door shut.
Or to what end?
Well, if the silo holds the door shut, I can spend a minute to cast the hut, and we can huddle down in the hut. But I would need like 60 seconds.
We haven't explored this room. What if the dragon comes back?
No, we're not in the condition to deal with the dragon right now. I believe.
Yeah, so we leave or we hold the door to hide in the hut as they glare at us from outside the hut.
Well, I mean,
But what if the dragon comes while we're in the hut?
Well, we'll have 8 hours in the hut.
Then what if there's a dragon and 50 dwarves?
Well,
I'll say this, Jimothy and Oz, because you guys rolled pretty high here. The steps that are coming, like you hear from the other side of the hallway, aren't like big thundering steps. So you don't immediately think it's a dragon, but that doesn't mean
no, it's a dainty dragon coming after us.
Well, Timothy's thought is we haven't even fully explored this room that we're in right now. What if this is the room where the dragon comes back into and we're sitting in the hut for 8 hours, and during that time
So we
Literally
should
everyone that's
come out
left
or
is
the
waiting
room
outside the hut for us.
completely first. Okay.
All right, well
We
then
can
I
have-
guess we'll just go out the door and find another place to hide since we're kind of in rough shape.
Yeah.
So these little things could be maybe like we could maybe hide in these. I don't know.
Nah,
what's
there
gonna-
are other rooms.
Yeah, there's some other rooms a little bit farther back.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So you guys gonna take a round to head on out?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys are gonna have to kind of keep it going. You're gonna have to spend multiple rounds, but I'll say that you guys, have a round advantage. So, where do you guys want to go post up?
There was a small room out here somewhere. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, the fog of war got reset.
I would like to
Not the
close the
stables.
door when I'm the last one in here. So I'm gonna shut that.
Yeah, we'll go down in the stables.
I don't think the stables is the best place to stay, so I know not that direction.
I mean, let's just go. There was.
Oh,
there was
up in the
green
dungeon.
area.
You all go hide in the dungeon. Each of you take a cell.
Everybody, put your rings of fire immunity.
Oh, here
on,
it is. Here they
rings
are.
of lava breathing.
Yeah, this room right here should be big enough to cast tiny hut in.
Now, so that room is just, remember, it steps up and it kind of like a lookout. So which
Yeah,
is
it's not.
good.
Oh, it's not actually a room.
No, sorry. Yeah, I think I said that last time. So both these are kind of like stairways up, and they're kind of like lookout towers. The room
fine.
doesn't really indicate that as
But
well.
if tiny hut's activated in there, that shouldn't matter, right? Like you don't really need a door.
We don't
Yeah.
need a
Right,
door, but we
right.
might as well get a door if we can have one.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I guess also I'm just gonna go around because we would have already seen this. So I'm just gonna backtrack through where we've been.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Trying to remember what's going on.
I have you clicked, and it looks like you've already done it, but apparently on your individual, I guess it must be reset.
No, it's just it's black for me.
Okay.
So that was the illithid, and then maybe
This is the random hallway. Just a little random room here. There's nothing really in this little cove here. you guys
I got
over here.
shocked over here.
Got shocked over here. Don't want to get through too far in there.
I think honestly our best bet is back in the
Yeah, back near the illithid.
how big was our? Yeah, honestly, we might go back to our landing area
Okay.
because I think there's
There was-
big enough space in that room for the hut.
All right.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it?
So we don't want to go in the room with the weapons and stuff in it.
It's too small, I think, unless I missed that room.
It was.
It's this one over here.
Sorry, I'm just seeing you guys run around. Yeah, if you want. You go back up, Oz. It's gonna be the one opposite from the armory.
Yeah, that's not big enough for the
Or no,
hut.
opposite from the Foot Locker. That's what I'm gonna say. The armory's over here. So.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are running and trying to hide from the enemy here, why doesn't everyone give me a stealth check?
I think we know the direction we want to head, but we the players don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. You're just hiding here. Okay. Oof.
It can get lower,
Can. Not.
but it does not.
All right. 19, 5, 16, 13, 3. Pretty poor, guys. All right. But is the plan just to get into the hut? Is that really?
Yeah, basically. Get back to this room, cast the hut.
I need a minute to cast it.
Alright, well,
Once I get into this room, I will start. I will start ritually casting it speedily, and if combat starts, I will most likely make a judgment call.
Okay.
Okay, so I will close the door. Is there anything around me that I could use to like brace this door closed?
Maybe some of the weapons from the weapon room?
Yeah, you can use like maybe like one of the halberds or something like that.
Yeah. So I'll try and make this door more difficult to open. And then the same with this door down here. As I, once again, stand on top of somebody, and now I can't move my character.
Oh, it's annoying. Where are you there, Silo? Oh,
I'm underneath Orla.
You can use like
There you go.
arrow keys.
Yeah, because I clicked elsewhere on the map, I wasn't selected on my character, so arrow keys weren't doing anything.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah, well, you can like drag to select, and that should select your character underneath, and then the arrow keys would work.
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
So brace that.
So,
Brace this door. Brace this door.
okay.
To
So why don't you guys all go into that room there? I'll move these, assuming you want them with you.
mm-hmm. And I don't remember how long we've been exploring this section, but are we able to take a long rest if this is able to be cast, or will it just be a short rest?
No, stay.
No, it's been a bit of time, so okay, nice.
Either way, I will use my what is it? Harness Divine Power to get a spell slot back.
All right. So, nonetheless, let me make one more roll here. Okay, I'll have whoever wants to roll this. I guess it could be anyone. Give me a perception check. That's fine.
Ew.
Yeah, we got 17.
You
Eight.
you want all of us to, right?
Yeah.
Even Oz, even though he's busy, kind of.
No,
Oh.
no, sorry.
Oz is busy.
Okay.
Seventeen, 8, 22, 12.
Okay. All right. So after a bit of time, you guys hear almost like, I don't want to say running or whatever like that, but you, Zoran specifically. Sorry, is anyone that rolled above a 15 here? Zoran. Looks like Bofades. That's noted. Is that roll the perception? You guys hear after a bit moment of time, it seems like somebody's able to open up the door, not in this particular room that you're in, but the one that you also closed and kind of locked up. And it seems like they also approach whatever it is on the other side, tries to get to your door, tries to open it, and is unable to do so. So I rolled a natural 20 to open the other door, but not this one here. And so you guys are, so Oz is able to cast Tiny Hut. And if you choose to do so, you may go in it and then just take the 8 hours.
Yeah,
So-
and I think we would have Orla and our other guy in there, right?
Oh,
Kapuna?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. They have to stay out. No, they're allowed in.
Hey, there are battle fodder.
Yeah, there are meat shields.
Yes.
Okay. So, if you guys are granting them access, they will accept it kindly. And you guys are all in here. So, are you guys doing watches? Or are you guys just gonna hang out?
Zorn's
guys do?
definitely doing a watch. Always
Okay.
the last one.
I'll take first watch. I'll get a trifecta.
Okay.
Both
So if
ladies.
Does not. Okay, I'm gonna say we can just do 2 watches. So Asila can do the first half. I can do the second half. That's fine.
Okay. Asila, why don't you give me another perception for your watch here?
Why can't I find this? I just clicked it. Jeebus.
Okay. 6. All right. So your first watch, it's a little bit jarring, but it seems like everything kind of goes relatively calm. Like the door doesn't seem to be tugged upon. You don't hear any like slamming or anything on there.
Weird.
So yeah, seems to be pretty chill after the first kind of 4 hours here. A little bit too calm for your liking, you would say. What would you like to do after the kind of the 4 hours or wherever it goes up? You're waking up Zorn, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Have
Zorn,
a good sleep, Asilo.
I just stand there.
Yes.
Okay. Zorn, would you give me a perception? 16. Okay. During your watch, it's a little bit more active. You hear a couple times tugs on the door, but with the 16, you're kind of able to tell that they kind of give up. Or it seems like they give up and then kind of walk away. During your watch, and then from then on, it's fairly boring, mundane. And is there anything you want to do during your watch or anything like that?
No, I mean, since we think we're gonna get attacked, I'm probably just gonna be paying attention to that.
Okay. All right. All right. After a few hours, you guys are able to indicate that you've taken a long rest,
Whoop, whoop.
and you guys may gain all your abilities, spells, all that good stuff back.
Celso's like, this is fine. There's going to be 2 dragons now. This is what you get.
No.
No, because there's 3.
Okay. Let's get status effects.
Ooh, buddy. I was struggling there at the end of that last one.
All right. Okay. So, moments pass. What would you guys like to do?
I guess we'll go back out and try and kill these people. I don't know.
Refreshed, ready to rock. I assume all the guards have forgotten about us in 8 hours and cleaned up all the previous bodies. So I think we should just go back to the room we were at. They're like, oh,
Continue on.
Gee Willikers, I wonder who could have done this.
Hope they don't come back. They came back.
Respawn
Timothy
timer.
will, start searching back towards the way we were, like as far as we got in. It's quietly, sneakily, stealthily.
Okay. Give me a stealth
Yeah,
check, please.
Jimothy, you want to go up ahead and we can follow back behind you?
Sound good. 22.
Would you like to be invisible or no? Never mind. He's gone.
He's gone.
Does his own
He goes,
invisible.
he goes 22.
So with a 22, you're seems
Invisible.
to be pretty good. You open up the door stealthily. You kind of take a quick peek, and there seems to be no one in here.
All right. I will. Oh, I'll do. I guess as I'm stepping out of the room, I'll do my psychic whispers here to give everyone 5 hours of psychic communication. Besides, we'll say no Zoran this time.
Okay.
And yeah, let's continue on. I will listen at this door. Assuming I don't hear anything, I will.
So this one you tell that it's actually. Oh, sorry, I should have had it open, but it is like kicked in, and it's like not even really attached anymore.
Oh, so they like kicked the pole arm or whatever we use, the halberd to.
Yeah, that's like smashed, and it's on like on the ground too. And
Oh, okay. Well, then I will be especially careful moving up to that door to see if I see anything.
Yeah, why don't you give me a perception as you're kind of peeking out? here.
Peek inside. 23.
Yeah, it's really kind of eerie that you don't spot anything. It seems like nothing's here. And immediate, you feel again the warmth. It's already kind of penetrated in this room after the long time, but like you just see the feel a little bit more intensity as you're stepping into this area here.
Okay, then I will continue on. And every time I clear a room, I'll tell the group that you can move up to the next door and wait for me here. So,
Yeah.
Once I start seeing them move up to the door, I'll move on.
Okay. So you keep on pressing, and
Yeah, I'll do a quick lap around the lava here.
yeah, and it's again, you're like, you're really cautiously moving. It seems like the more you don't see anything, you maybe speed up a little bit of your movement. But yeah, sure enough, you don't see anybody here, which is really odd. Not even, as you're going towards that hallway there.
Everything looks unchanged.
Everything looks just kind of as you left it. That door is still ajar.
Okay. We'll go check the prisons, I guess, real quick to see if it's still.
Yeah, you mean you left
there?
that guy there, remember?
Yeah. Hey, we fell asleep. We got in a lot of combat and, had to rest. We're still working our way through all of our enemies and piling up the bodies, so to say.
And he's like, oh, they snuck by here.
What? When?
I guess however many hours ago now.
Like less than 8?
Yeah, so less than 8 hours ago.
How many?
It looked like three of them, I believe. They look like those mushroom folk.
Okay. Weird. We
Yeah,
haven't seen any of those down here, wherever.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. It seems like you've taken out a significant number of the Dergar. It seems like they're resulting to them to being on patrol. I pretended to be, still trapped in here, and they seem to have bought it.
Smart. Well, continue pretending to be trapped here. We'll continue to come back for you when everything's clear.
And all right. So Jimothy kind of keeps going along.
I'll tell everyone in the group that.
Yeah, and you guys
Daniel is still there. He said 2 or 3 of the Myconids came patrolling around, so guess we'll have to watch out for them now. And yeah, I mean, I'll go down and check. Oh well, I'll go down. I'm not gonna move my cursor down there, but I'm gonna go down there and check the little zoo area with the lizards and make sure that the lizards are all still in there.
Yeah. So you go down there. Yep, they're still closed up, so that's good.
Okay.
And they haven't released them or anything like that.
Okay, then I will continue on and say, "Why don't you move up to the?" And I'll describe this raised platform thing here that we failed to hide on several times when all those patrols were coming through. I'll
Sorry,
ask them to move up there.
Just accidentally moved you through the wall there. Okay.
I'll tell everyone to move up to that. That's whatever gantry platform crane section. So, and I'll tell them that I'm going to go through the last door where we just last fought.
Okay.
Stage for a band.
Yes.
All right. So you open it up. It seems like not locked at all, which is a bit odd, considering they locked it ahead of time.
Okay. Any signs of body, like any of the remains or anything, or blood?
It seems like they've dragged the bodies. You kind of see a little bit of the blood going in towards that hallway that Asilo and Musgart kind of like went through.
Okay. You can move up to the door. And I will, I'm going to check this room a little bit since we didn't do that fully.
Okay. All right. So as you're doing that, sorry, let me give you. So this looks like a pretty large cavern type building, and yeah, you notice that there is kind of like this sloping down hallway thing here that kind of curves downwards.
So it's going downhill a little bit?
Yeah, it looks kind of like it's sloping down.
Okay, well, I'll wait to go down there, and I'll just continue looking through this main room to see what I see.
Okay, so as you're into this main room, it seems like this is where a lot of the mining starts to happen. You notice that some of these like hallways start to become like veins where they're trying to seek out the ore.
Okay.
You know, some places they've stopped, some places they've dug farther in. You can kind of continue through as you'd like to see what you spot, but it seems like chances are this is probably where most of the mining is happening.
Okay. I don't hear anything still. It's all quiet.
Yeah, I'll carry over that roll. Still relatively quiet.
Don't think
As I'm following you along here, yeah, sure enough, you kind of like see there's just like more avenues to go to. So I'm not sure how much you want to explore in there.
I feel like I'll get lost in there, so I just want to explore the main part of this room. So.
Okay. Yeah, and sure enough, you see kind of at the end of the hallways, they leave like some like hammers and picks and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I'll have to pause you right there for a second.
Yeah.
You hear, I don't know, some like heavy-ish breathing of something you haven't encountered yet before. Maybe about 100 feet or so in.
So I can hear it breathing, but I can't see anything yet.
Right, anything yet. You're not sure if it's like around the corner or something like that.
I hear loud breathing in here, but I can't see it yet. I think it's something big. And I'll describe what I've seen so far in the room with like the mining and stuff like that that's been going on. I think it might be, well, I guess the mechanical dragon probably wouldn't breathe.
Right.
So, all right, I won't move forward further, so you can unpause, and I'm going to move back to the group.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so then I will come down here and I will check, listen at this door.
Okay, give me a perception check. Press roll.
24.
24. You hear like low whispers of the same language you don't understand, of like, you know, that the Derrickar have been speaking with.
Okay, so I can hear it through the door a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're in this little room just to the left inside. I don't know what the creature is that's breathing, but that's way further in the room. So, do we want to check this room where I hear the Durgar on the other side of the door. You guys want to come in here? You'll see me on the left.
Okay. You guys gonna follow along? Okay,
That
let me-
creature is that you heard. And I'll be psychically saying this and not just like, hey, Jimothy, I wonder what that creature was.
Yeah, I kind
What's
of
up with that creature?
was telling us psychically that we might want to come in here.
Because didn't somebody say something about a big insect thing?
Correct. The Quint, the guy who's kind of pretending to be a prisoner now, he kind of mentioned to you that there was something weird as well that you guys may have not encountered yet.
Okay, I'm having a big brain moment. I'm wondering if we can get this insect thing to fight the mechanical dragon while we sit on the sidelines cheering.
Sounds cool.
I mean, I can try and cast Speak with Animals and see if that will happen, but I doubt it.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of risk to it, and I will be saying this with the psychic whispers. So I guess Zorn would not be part of that because he was excluded, and
And only Jimothy would hear. Only Jimothy would hear it.
I'm gonna like back. I'm gonna move up towards this end and like gesture like, hey, let's step away from the door so we can talk in like whispers. But hopefully far enough away that the other entities can't hear us if we're.
I think the only thing that's in here, well, I didn't check down that ramp when I'll gesture towards the north where the starts to slope downhill. The creature's way down over there, and I will gesture to the northwest or southwest, I guess, whatever direction that would be. So,
Okay.
a couple hundred feet that way, I think.
Kind of shocked that our commotion yesterday didn't. Maybe it wasn't there.
Maybe it was chained up or something.
Do we want to know what whatever that breathing, do we want to know what that's about?
Before we check the room with the dwarves?
Yes.
Dorgar. Whatever you guys think. I can go back and check. But I might, it might notice me. I don't know. Smell me? Do you guys want me to go check the animal, or do you want to fight the Durgar, or see what the Durgar behind the door do? Check the breathing.
Probably see the Durgar.
Okay.
I have a vote for Durgard as well.
Although animal.
All right.
Animal
So,
or Durgar?
what are you guys doing here?
A creature?
I guess Orla will be the tiebreaker.
I'll just vote Durgar, so we can go check them.
Okay.
All right. So, Jimothy, you open the door here, I presume?
Yeah, does everyone want to get in position in case like a fight immediately breaks out?
Yeah.
I don't want to do the freaking cheese mechanic where I'm like, let me cast the hut up here in a minute, and then we'll have a fallback spot.
You could do that.
No,
Having a safety plan, I don't know is necessarily cheesing, but
I'll just stand where I got a good view of inside the door, just in case anything needs to go blasty.
Yeah, I guess if I cast the hut, then I'm stuck in the hut.
Yeah.
Right.
well, then you have the option to get out of it or to stay in it if it looks like we're all going to get murdered, and then you have 8 hours to think about your impending murder.
Which is somehow better. No, I'm not gonna do it. I feel that, my little tickle flames are gonna be super impactful.
Then Timothy will push open the door and scoot back from the door frame so I'm not standing in front of it, so they just see a silo, hopefully.
Okay. So you open it up. And what do you guys see there? I want to make sure I'm seeing this.
Nothing.
An empty hallway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so you guys see an empty hallway. Good.
Wow. Do I hear the whispering any louder?
No, and if anything, it actually kind of, I mean, it wasn't like continuously, then it just stops. It was just like you heard it, then it stopped happening.
Okay.
And then when you opened it, it still was silent.
So I would like to stand in the doorframe and see if this room looks dangerous, a bit like the one that shocked Oz before.
Yes, give me a investigation check, please.
5.
Seems safe.
Sweet. Oz, you want to go check it out? Seems safe to me.
Well, like a silo was in this room yesterday. So,
Oh, Silo did go down into it, didn't he?
yeah.
Okay.
So if
Then,
anything,
yeah,
it's be a silo that should go.
Yeah,
Jennifer did go.
he's immune to whatever effects are in here.
Perfect. Silo.
And don't
Oh.
forget you have guidance that you still haven't used yet.
Yeah, so I'll take a couple steps into the room.
All right, you take a step in, and you actually get 2 bolts kind of like come through the side of the walls and then just shoot at you. And then I will have everyone roll for initiative.
Didn't happen yesterday. They can't change things on us in a day.
That's not how this works.
Party foul.
Does guidance affect initiative? My God.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
Ability check of your choice.
Sorry, who?
Jimothy's still not in combat.
Oh yeah, let me add you. You're in now.
Yeah.
And our 2 friends.
Yep.
A very quick internet search seems to imply the guidance would impact initiative because it's an ability. It's a dexterity ability check, I guess. But that's also his call.
Yeah.
No, that's
Believe
fine.
it's
You can do it.
self-help.
Go for it.
Okay, and it's a D6 or D8?
It's a D4.
D4?
Yep. I don't know if it'll make a difference.
It doubles it to 6.
All right. So, Silo, I will have. Sorry, let me roll 2 attacks against you before anything. Of course. All right. Neither of them do damage to you. They both hit you. And they're pretty
Is-
on, but somehow you're able to like
From-
thwart it away, or they're not able to penetrate your.
From either side of my head, they're just gonna go ding ding. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. But all right. So we'll start with round 1 with. Oh wow! I think we started last time kind of with Bofades, but Bofades.
Yeah, I don't know why I ended up rolling so good at the start and then so bad at everything else. So I'll pop in, so that's 5.
Oops, I just targeted you again. Sorry.
Okay, so I came in, and is there anyone to see in here?
Yeah. It seems like it's an empty hallway. You notice, like, it's, from you can tell, seems to be pretty empty. You're not sure what, you were kind of too far away to see where potentially these bolts, I mean, something fired at a silo, you know that.
Fired at a silo. Okay.
Want to move around or do anything?
Moonwalk out over there.
Get on out.
Yeah. I'm just going to dodge.
Take the dodge action. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you take it. And we'll move on to Jimothy. Jimothy, what would you like to do?
Okay. I don't see anything. Did I mean, I assume I saw where the bolts came from. Maybe not exactly, but
Yeah, they kind of like
I could
almost
tell they
like
came from the left or the right or straight ahead of us.
they came like through the left and the right side walls. It seems like something.
Did I hear something like did he step on a pressure plate, or was it like someone fired them, or did
Yeah,
I?
I'll say this: given where your vantage point, you saw, it seems like someone fired through them. It didn't seem like he stepped on anything. You didn't hear like a
Okay.
compacting of a plate or something like that to trigger it.
Okay. Then I will. I think I'll take the dodge action as well.
Okay,
And
interesting.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
Yeah, what do you see now?
I mean, nothing. Like at the edge of this line here,
Mm-hmm.
it's just wall, and then I can see like half circles on this side over here.
Perfect. Okay, so as you're kind of approaching, I thought it was going to work better than this. These walls are.
But I want to stay like up, like I want to be like right up against the wall, so that if they're shooting like crossbows or bows at me, then hopefully it's at a disadvantage.
Right. So as these like kind of circle things, and maybe I'll just change the wall type. Lame. That's fine. I'll make them open. How do I want to do this here? You probably see now. There's like 2 Durgar on the other side there. You see him, Jimmy? Okay, good, perfect.
I can see, yeah, everything now.
Okay, so as you're kind of hugging inside that side wall there, yeah, you see them, and yeah, they're like kind of like peeking through these round things that you actually can't break through. It seems like they're like barriers. Actually, you might actually be able to get on the other side, but on these walls, yeah, it seems like they open up, and they're kind of like shooting in between them. They look pretty far apart, but they're actually like pretty close. It's not
Okay.
the best representation.
Then so can I take part of my movement back? And like, can I have stopped here?
Yeah,
feel
that's
like,
fine.
So if I feel like I can squeeze through there, I'm going to try to squeeze through here when I still got like 15 feet of movement. So.
Okay, so just count that as difficult terrain, and I'll put you on the other side here.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze through here. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come up next to this guy, and I'm gonna.
And he's kind of surprised. He's like shouting at the other one to be like, you don't know what he's saying, but.
Okay,
He's
and
like,
then I'm gonna
"Stop
try
here,
to
let me
keep
break through."
him between me and this guy. Like I want to try to. I don't know mechanically what that's really gonna do for me, but I feel like I kind of want to like hide behind him so that this guy can't see me as well.
Okay,
And
sure.
then I will stop there since I took my dodge action. So.
Sounds good. All right. It is Oz's turn. Or I guess you have the choice between Oz and Zoran. Whoever wants to go first here. Or not whoever wants to go first, but whoever has the higher dex here, which you might be the same. Actually, I'm trying to think. Actually, that's not true.
I have a +0.
Yeah, that's not true at all. Okay, so Zoran will go first.
Oz, if you really want to go first, I'll let you go first. I mean,
No. We'll play this right.
okay,
All right, so Zoran, you actually get to go first.
cool.
You get upgraded to
so-
a 14? What is this?
So I know you said there was a wall. I know that we probably can't see that just because as player, like, us playing, we can see that, but our characters cannot.
You
Correct.
saw Jimothy kind of like squeeze through.
Squeeze through. Okay.
You're like, what the heck? It seems like, it's weird. It seems like it's almost like it's like an illusion of some kind.
Mm-hmm. So I will hold my action until I see like a weapon coming through one of the slits. And I'm
Okay.
gonna hope I can maybe aim at that.
All right, sounds good. It is going to be Oz's turn now.
Okay, so the wall looks like a solid wall, or it looks like a wall with like arrow, like tiny slivers through it.
I'll say this for the rest of you, besides Jimothy now, how it's kind of like an illusion. It looks like a solid wall. As Jimothy got close enough to it, essentially hugging the wall, he saw that it was some sort of illusion, and you can actually see the openings to kind of step through for him. So it was like a proximity thing. So since Asylum Bophades didn't go immediately up to the wall, they weren't able to quite tell. That's essentially the effect.
Okay.
And Jimothy hasn't conveyed that yet. But so you would not be privy to that. But I mean, it's kind of hard not to metagame that. But
Well,
you did
presumably
see
Oz-
Jimothy go through the wall, or it seems like he went through a wall.
Damn it! I didn't know halflings could just phase through matter. That's
Yeah.
important.
It's kind of a cool trap. But I kind of like it. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Well, Oz is just not, the kind of person who would step into danger like that. So Oz
Right.
will actually step back 5 feet and, I guess, take the dodge action as well.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Everyone dodging it up. All right. Up next is going to be one of the It's actually the one where Jimothy's at. He's gonna try to swing around here or move around. Try to flank you there, Jimothy. And he's gonna take a swing at you. You did take the dodge action, right, Jimothy?
Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be with disadvantage.
Well, it would be straight, right?
Oh, right, straight, yeah. So it'll be a 7 to hit your AC. So I'm assuming that misses.
That misses, yeah.
Okay. And that will be his turn, actually. Okay, so another one. Okay. He's gonna take a shot at Bophades here. Bophades, you took the dodge action, I presume.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not in here, sorry.
He's in the next room from me, so he said
Okay.
yes.
A 13 to hit his AC. I'm going to assume that misses. Yes, it does miss. Okay. It is now Asilo's turn.
Okay. Noticing that like it looks like there's arrow slits through the wall or just holes?
So again, yeah, sorry. So from where you're at, it seems like it's just a solid wall. But if you step closer, as Jimothy did, it seems like there is like a couple of like slits through the wall. It's got like a weird openings. And Jimothy was small enough to squeeze through, so they kind of have like an advantage here.
Okay, and I saw Jimothy phase through the wall.
Yeah, it seemed like he
Or-
kind of, like, walked through that wall.
I will just shoulder charge the wall to see if I can break
Okay.
it down. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
No, that's fine. Give me an athletics check. I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out too.
15.
Yeah, with a 15, unfortunately, that is not enough. You kind of like try to slam through, and you're not able to kind of like crack, make a denter in it, and to break through. And so you remain on the other side. That will be an action. Do you have a bonus action or anything?
No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stand here confused by this wall that...
Okay. As you're now close to it, you can now see the illusion. It kind of breaks down, and you actually see the Shadowly wall.
Okay.
Okay. It is going to be the Durgar next to Jimothy's turn. He is going to drop his crossbow, considering that, and take out his pick, take a swing at him. A straight roll there, and miss. The 9, just rolling hot garbage here. It's going to be the other Durgar. He is going to take a shot at Ophades.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Yeah, dodge. So it's going to be with disadvantage. And that saves you with a 9 against your AC.
Yes.
And oh, I forgot to add Orla and Kapanik. Ah. Come on, Celso, what are you doing here?
Well, maybe you're just gonna add them later once you figured out this wall situation.
No. They should be in here. It's fine. Alright. I messed up. I'll have them go now. We'll say that they were also kind of confused and they take the dodge action their turn. So Orla goes, and we'll go in the top of the round. Kapanuk, now kind of seeing what a silo did, he's gonna try to help you out and try to barge through here. See if he can make him break an opening for you. And uses his athletics to try to break the door here. Oh, I rolled a natural 2. So that is also not going to cut it and is not able to break through there. So that's going to be his turn. And now it's Bofadi's turn. And what do you got there, Oliver?
Well, Fades is also going to, after watching a silo run into this wall, he's going to give a silo some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And
Now that you're kind of pressed against it, you can also see through there. So there's like Ursula, so if you want to fire anything through there, you have the vantage point. It's just like you can't physically pass through these walls. Just like
okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try and like shoot at this one right here in front of me.
Okay.
So I will fire off an Eldritch Blast. Oof, 13?
13 is not enough, unfortunately.
Didn't think so. I will try again. 24?
24 does indeed hit.
All right. For a third of the damage.
Yes. 3 points of damage. Crushing.
But Silo does have the bits and bobs now, and I will take a kind of step back from the wall, just so hopefully I'm not a prime target.
All right, it is Jimothy's turn.
I'm waiting for someone to like a kid getting their head stuck between the railings on a stairs at their house. They're like, I can get my head through, and then I can't get it back out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will. Either of these look less armored than the other, or are they both wearing like the same kind of stuff?
No, they both look like the same. They are definitely less armored than the guys you fought, like I guess half the day prior in game. So they're more squishy.
Okay. I will take an attack of opportunity from this guy, and I'm going to move back to here.
Okay. We'll do so. And hit with an 18, I presume.
That will hit, yeah.
Okay, you will take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And what will you do next?
Oh, actually, I'll have that. I'll use my reaction to have it.
Okay.
So I guess I'll 4. Okay, so then I will attack this guy here.
Okay. Fire away.
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Okay, I will. Yeah. 3. Oh, 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I will attack again with my bonus action.
Okay.
Oof, a 10.
A 10, unfortunately, is not enough to hit.
Okay, that will be it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. Zoran, what do you got going on for us?
Man, I see everyone fighting something, so I'm gonna run in a full 35 to here.
Okay, now you can see through there. Good.
And I'm gonna. So, like, would this be in my way? The little thing?
No,
or can
you're
I
able
just
to kind of
shoot?
like shoot through it. That's fine.
Yeah, shoot in between somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at this guy that's closest to Jimothy.
Okay. Good. Help him out.
Yeah. And would I have advantage since they use dark vision? Maybe. To see?
Yeah.
No. Okay, a 16.
16's actually just enough to hit.
Okay. Let me use my Savage Checker on that 3. Just kidding. So just 7.
Okay, takes it.
I will shoot again. See if it will crit. Probably not. Okay, so an 18.
An
For
18
11.
does indeed hit for 11 points of damage. And that is enough to describe your kill.
I've been shooting him in the head. So,
Classic.
classic.
And he falls dead next to you there, Timothy. You see Zoran, the arrows kind of poke through. All right. Anything else there, Zoran?
No, I'll stay here, even though now I know how this mechanism is. I'm like afraid of what the other side is because I don't know that I can necessarily see them. So.
All right. Okay. It is going to be Oz's turn.
Has like Jimothy, well, we saw Jimothy go in, and I see Asilo just ramming up against a wall for no reason. Same thing with our other ally. And I see that like both walls are. I'm just gonna walk up next to this one and just see what I can notice about this wall.
Yeah, so sure enough, as you kind of step up, you notice that the illusion kind of breaks down, and you see like the multiple like kind of like arrow slits along this wall, and you're able to peek through one of them and see the Deragar sitting there.
Oh. I'll wave at him just cordially as I, kind of finger gun firebolt at him.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does indeed hit.
It's gonna take 7 points of flame damage,
You will
and
do
I'll
so.
just gonna be like, bye. I'll just step back in here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I guess I'll just step back to where he was.
Okay.
He's hoping that like the little slits or gaps in the wall are narrow enough that like anybody trying to get an angle on him from in that hallway is gonna have a hard time.
Right. Okay. So
That's
that
gonna be
guy's-
Oz's turn.
all right. It's gonna be one of their guard. They're gonna take a shot at Zoran here. Zoran does an 19. Does a 19 hit your AC?
It does.
Okay, you will take 8 points of piercing damage as you're shot at. That's gonna be his turn, and it's gonna be a Silo's turn. Silo, you have inspiration. You see the guys through the slits there. You just can't get through. What are you doing?
So there's like, now that I can see the slits, there's no space big enough for me to squeeze through.
Not for you to squeeze through. Timothy's good. You would just have to try to break it down if you can. And
Okay, then I will take a swing at one of these slits to try and expand the hole.
Okay.
Uh, 15 for 9 bludgeoning.
Okay, yeah, you strike at it. You take a big chunk off the wall. It's actually just enough that like the kind of like material that was between two slits actually all completely falls through. And you think that might actually be enough for you to get in.
So I will squeeze my way through.
Okay, you'll take it'll be kind of difficult terrain to get it through. Climb in.
It won't let me. It says I'm hitting a wall.
That's fine. I'll move you in there.
Anyway, so I'll take a swing at this lovely fellow right here
Okay.
for my second attack.
Sounds good.
And hit attempt to hit with an 11. I have Bardic Inspiration.
Cash that. It might
Where is it? A D8. So that would be 18 or 17 to hit.
You needed that, yep, and that does hit.
And I will Savage Attacker the damage on this and hit him for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, and you immediately bloodied him, and he's just like, ugh, as you strike at him with the hammer thing.
And that will be my turn.
Nice, heck of a turn there. Up next is, it's funny enough, that Dergar, he's going to take a swing at you. Oh, nice, let's go and hit with a 23 against your AC. But only hits you with a measly 3 points of piercing damage. Oof, not great damage. All right. Moving on next. All right, just have to check something here. It is Orla's turn. Orla is going to try to... Actually, now that she sees the opening there, she's going to try to hop in here. She does. and swing with their great axe. And hit. For damage, and then she's gonna swing again. And hit. And actually, that's actually enough for her to describe her kill, as she just kind of like cleaves his head off as she kind of jumps into this wall here and takes him out. So nice. Orla does a good job there. And we'll press on to the last Durgar. And they're going to take a shot at Bophades here. Bophades, does a 17 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay, you will take 6 points of piercing damage, please. Okay. And then, top of the round here, it is Kapanuk's turn. He's actually going to go to, seeing that you guys are handling this, he's going to go to this wall, try to take a swing to take out kind of like the berries so you guys can run in there. And hits. And actually, same thing as what a silo does, kind of crushes, concaves the wall in. And he's going to move in and take a second swing against one of the Durgar here. Oh, and misses, unfortunately. Dang, he would have gotten max damage on his hit, but unfortunately misses. Okay, but at least he opens up an opening, so you guys can actually... I'm going to just delete these walls so you can actually get through both of them. Pew, pew. Up next is Bophades' turn. So Bophades just got shot by this guy over here.
Excellent.
So Kana kind of opened up a doorway over here, and he stepped through. So if you want to kind of like step through that and get behind him, you can.
Excellent.
Or you can keep shooting through the arrow slits. Like, those are still available to you.
Yeah, so I suppose I will go through and come around here.
Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna attack with the loot of thunderous raucous.
All right, swing away. Okay. You have advantage.
The effort was made
You have advantage, remember?
to try. What?
You have advantage.
Oh yeah, totes. Forgot what it's like to melee.
There you go.
21.
All right, 21 points of damage. No, it's 21 to hit. That actually does hit, and 7 points of damage. That all goes through, it seems.
Boom. All right. And then, yeah, I suppose, let's see, do I have anything? No, I will, let's see, I moved 20. You know, I'm going to slide around over here.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, it is Jimothy's turn.
All right, Timothy will move. 5, 10. 15. 20.
That's a question.
25.
Yeah, your attack your swing might be higher there, Bophades. I'll have to fix that.
See that, what?
Greg raised a point in the chat here that your +4 for the loot that's probably not correct. It should be your charisma plus your proficiency to strike, and your charisma is definitely higher than 1, I think.
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like a
sorry.
+6 or a +7 would
Yeah.
be my expectation.
Right. Okay, so I'll fix that. Jimothy, what do you got?
I'll attack the one between me and Bophades.
Okay.
23.
It's
That'll
almost
hit.
split over for that ease of access.
Feel free to. I don't know if you're rolling with advantage there, but
I did, yeah. That was with advantage. Okay. I'll use my sneak attack.
okay.
Heal. 17 psychic damage.
17. That's actually enough to describe your kill.
Oh, perfect. I want his eyeballs to pop out. Juice on Mofades.
Oh,
Hades never gets this close. He's like, oh god.
This is why I don't do this.
And as that guy is dead.
100%. What the F, man?
All right.
And I will turn past the Goliath, and I will toss another dagger at or blade at the other one over there.
Okay.
Oh, third natural 20. Hello.
Bro, what?
It's on my D4, so it'll be a massive extra D4 of damage. 8 psychic damage.
Nice. We'll take it.
Yeah, but it's a big 8.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The
That's
biggest
my turn.
debates. Nice. All right. Zoran, it is your turn here.
Well, I don't think I can see this dude, but I do see this opening, so I'm gonna go through there.
Okay. You step
Maybe
through.
here.
This guy's dead in front of you, and now you can actually see the guy passing
Yeah.
through and flip around.
So I'll shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Maybe a 19.
A 19 does indeed hit.
Okay, I'll shoot him a second time. For 24 in that one, I'll savage attacker. Nope. So 9.
Okay. Wow, that was actually just enough to kill him as well.
Perfect.
And actually, that's you kill all of them. Now that I think about it. So we'll move up next to Oz here. I mean, you guys wait a moment, and you guys are officially out of combat as you kill all of the guys here.
Is it safe for me to come in?
We don't
So-
know.
All right, I'll come in.
I mean, there are these doors, so.
Right. So you guys have these doorways to get through. What would you guys like to do?
Jimothy will start listening to the different doors while they presumably search bodies or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
Are you checking the door, or are you trying to listen through the other side?
I'll listen through all three, see if I hear anything through any of them, and then I'll start checking for traps.
Okay, give me a perception check.
So I'll go left to right. So I'll start with the left one. Listen, and then okay.
And I will search the bodies.
Yeah, I'll help Zoran search the bodies as well.
26. Okay, yeah, I want you guys to give me investigation checks for those of you that are searching. And I'll get to your perception here in a second, Timothy. 12. Yeah, I mean, these guys... You guys gather that these are kind of like the bottom of the the barrel here in terms of the dirt guard. They don't really have anything on them. It seems they're all kind of like covered in like dust and coal or whatever residue. Seems like a lot of them were just miners.
So-
That was they were.
So we get 4 wads of lint.
No, miners with an E.
Dang, I
So
had
they
my
don't have
mic
anything
muted
on
on stream. Nobody knows what I said.
Jimothy, with your perception, however, you hear the familiar raspy sound of Zardarok when you first went up there on the other side. He's like yelling at whatever is in the other room, it seems. You also hear kind of like large steps, like big old steps, kind of like on the other side here. What would you like to do?
So do I hear which door do I hear that from, or all of them?
It seems like they're all coming. It's almost like they're all coming through all the doors. Seems
So
like all these doors kind of feed into the same area.
Okay. So I will tell the group mentally or psychically that I think Zardarok and the dragon are on the other side.
Well, I guess we'll probably get to that in a few weeks in our next session.
You guys are gonna open it up or no?
I don't know.
Timothy's not going to open it up now.
Okay. So what will you guys do before we leave it off here? You guys gonna head back? You guys gonna stick it out? What are you guys doing?
We tried. We got
Does
pretty
anyone-
far. I think it's time for us to just, cut our losses and.
I mean, does
Timothy,
anyone
you
have
do-
TNT, like dynamite or something we can attach to the door?
Timothy, you do hear steps coming closer to like the doorway, like the left one there.
Okay.
The left one. Bro.
Yeah.
So it seems like if you're not gonna go to them, they're gonna come to you. So you guys have a
I
moment here.
will, I'll tell. How big is this door? Oh shit! I didn't see anything. I was scrolled all the way up on the screen, so I didn't actually see anything. I just I was trying to see. Is it like a 5-foot wide door, 20-foot wide door?
No, it's like a 10-foot wide, or no, larger. It's a pretty big freaking door.
So it's big enough that I suspect a dragon could get through it if it was open.
One would say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone that they need to get out of leave the room like now. Stop searching.
Okay.
bodies.
So I'll give you guys a round of movement here. So make sure you guys use that to kind of see where you guys want to go if you want to dash or something. But
Back.
I can only
Nah.
my 35 movement. I can only make it here. So
Said you could dash.
you can dash if you wanted to.
I guess, yeah. If that's the case, then rouse the insect beast.
Okay. And with that, I will pause it there, and we will stop there for the evening as you guys anticipate what's waiting for you on the other side.
to clarify, do we think we would have closed the door, or would we have left it open? I think we would have closed the door.
I'll say I'll roll here to decide that. If you guys were rushing out or not. Oh wow, okay. I rolled a pretty much 50-50 here. I rolled a D100. It says 1 through 50, you wouldn't have closed the door. 51 through 100, you would have closed the door. And you guys got a 51. So you closed the door behind you.
Okay. So I'll close the door. Or yeah, if someone can close the door. So
Yeah, well, we
door
weren't born
is
in
closed.
a barn, so of course we would close the door.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we'll stop there. And thanks for playing. Are you guys able to play next time? So?
Oliver and I cannot play next week unless we
Okay.
move it to Thursday. So if you guys are open to Thursday, we could definitely play then. But if not,
Okay.
then it'll have to be the week after. Not the week after that, because you're out. So what would it be?
Right. We'll have to look into that. Ooh, okay. Stay
My
tuned.
birthday.
Think I might be able to. Okay, we'll stand by. So we'll try to tentatively maybe try next Thursday if folks are available. If not, I might be able to actually the Monday of the 9th. So
Oh, okay.
We'll stay tuned. We'll see you in the chat there. I do really want to get to this next combat here. And this will probably be one of the big bad fights. So we'll see what you guys do.
So we all gonna die.
No, our two friends are gonna die first. Maybe we need to go get Quint. Have him join the fight a little bit. Tell him it's safe. And then just push him into the, gunfire or something.
We're
Yeah.
good people.
Yeah.
All right.
We shall see.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
You guys have a good evening, and we'll pick it up then.
All right, everybody have a good night.
Yeah.